The big news is the Thrashers have been sold to True North Sports and Entertainment in Winnipeg. The man who broke the news, Sportsnet's Stephen Brunt. Any more details than that, Stephen?
Well, it's quite a flurry of activity tonight since the news broke, obviously, but that is the core story, RJ, that the deal has been completed between True North and Atlanta Spirit, the owners of the Atlanta Thrashers, that would have the team sold to the Winnipeg group and moved to Winnipeg. There are preparations underway to make that announcement next Tuesday. Now, who knows now with this having broken tonight, not on their schedule, who knows whether that'll happen Tuesday or not. But that was the plan this evening, and sources very high levels of this deal have confirmed it through the Globe and Mail.
Okay, and that's good you mentioned that, Stephen, because it should be noted that the NHL and True North Sports and Entertainment at this point are denying that the sale has been finalized.
I guess that's not surprising because this isn't their timetable. I'm sure they wanted to announce this and spin it in their own way. And, the Winnipeg guys, the True North group, have been incredibly quiet through this entire process. They've not wanted to ruffle any feathers at the National Hockey League. So that they probably wanted to announce this in their own way, in the way that the NHL blessed it. But, sometimes you can't control the news.
Now, this is a story that seems like it all of a sudden hit fast forward. We heard some rumblings. We didn't really have a timetable, and now it appears to be happening. This is a team that really it looks like the NHL didn't go to bat for like they did with the Phoenix Coyotes.
Well, I don't think they had an alternative in Atlanta. That's the difference. They didn't have a government in Georgia willing to throw money at the team to keep it there for another year. I think the interesting scenario here is the possibility that the National Hockey League might have had two teams in play and only one buyer in Winnipeg. And, again, what I was hearing today was that the buyers in Winnipeg had focused on the Thrashers for quite some time, were given tacit approval by the NHL to pursue that deal with the understanding that they would be able to move the team. And then the Phoenix situation, the Hulsizer deal, blew sky high, and suddenly they said, boy, we've got two teams in play. It's a buyer's market. We're the only buyer. We should wait till that plays out. So I think there was a moment there when the NHL might have been in a very awkward position with two teams with no alternative. They got bailed out by the council in Glendale, and the people in Winnipeg went back to Atlanta, and which I believe was their original goal all along.
Now, I know details are pretty sparse as this news is just breaking, courtesy of you, Stephen, but so many questions about when this team will arrive in Winnipeg, what happens with the name, the purchase price, the Moose. Any answers on any of those?
RJ, I wish I did, but I have no answers on any of those things. I've read what everyone else has read about speculation about a purchase price and a relocation fee, talk about what the name might be. I assume, that they still would have time to relocate for the fall for next season, and I assume that that's the plan. I can't imagine that anybody, that the league or anyone else wants to operate in Atlanta next year and lose tens of millions of dollars with a lame duck franchise. So I'm assuming that they will start playing Winnipeg next fall, and I think it's a reasonably good guess that the National Hockey League has been preparing for this eventuality for quite some time.
Well, clearly there's plenty more to come in this story. And, Stephen, nice job breaking the news, and we look forward to hearing more information from you.